Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Overlord, and it's under the command of the Mighty Dwarf 36. Now, we've seen replays with him playing this one before, and he seems to like it. Enjoy it. It's got a 4.5 inch howitzer capable of 450 alpha. Battle started. Now, the only drawbacks with the Bishop are is it's so incredibly slow, and of course it does have a very short range, but it makes up for that with a fire rate and also incredible accuracy. And the hull is actually quite tough. If somebody was to auto aim onto this hull, they would actually hit the hard points of the body. They'd have to actually aim at the superstructure to get an easy penetration. Well, Mighty Dwarf is headed down to the cliff edge, and I think I know what he's up to, because once he's at the cliff edge, he should be able to attack all the enemy tanks who are sitting on the beach. Okay, well, he's aiming, but in fact he's not aiming towards the beach, he's aiming towards the bowl. It's an AMX CLC popping up at that rock any second now, and rounds out, and he's dead. Now, I've done that as well in a battle. I think some of you maybe have seen it. Somebody will normally go to that rock and sit the other side of the bowl, and I did it in a burst. I sat nearby, fired a round in, and took out an enemy Cromwell B in 30 seconds flat. So I think it was 30 seconds after the start of the game. It may have been 45 seconds, but it's definitely the first kill of the game. But the first kill of the game goes to Mighty Dwarf on this occasion. And he's looking for another one. Now he's going for the M10 RBFM, rounds out, and kill shots. He's good. He is very good with the Bishop. Now those guys are getting a bit close, and although he does have some tanks in between, the Hellcat and the T67, I think he needs to move away because those mediums will move quite fast. Okay, for the moment he seems to be safe because the enemy Panzer T25 was killed. And well, the only enemy tank on the beach has been wiped out. So it looks like he can actually start now attacking the enemy heavies in the rear. There's a Churchill 1 and a KV-1S. And it looks like the KV-1S has not moved away from the spawn point. So he may be AFK. Now there's a little trick with the Bishops. If you actually park them on an upslope, you actually increase the range of the Arty. And he's dialing in on the Churchill 1. Rounds out. This should be a hit. It is! 193, a big hit. He's probably tracked the Churchill 1. Almost loaded. 10 seconds on the reload. He fires another one in and gets another hit, but it was a near miss. 77 hit points from Splash. Now, if the Churchill 1 hides behind the bunker, it's not going to save him, and he's going to go out the game with the very next shot. Rounds out. And that's a kill. So he's got 2 kills now. 3 kills, sorry, I'm forgetting. He took out the M10 and he took out the AMX CLC. Okay, well, we've got a Hellcat now. That would be a nice prize. Except, of course, he's moving rather quickly after making his kill. Rounds out. Oh, and he went down very quickly to a KV-2. But Mighty Dwarf's moving up, and he's got a nice line of tanks to protect him. They're not specifically there to protect him, but that's their function. Okay, well, parked on this rise, he should extend his range quite a bit more. And he's now aiming for a T-3485M, who's on the north side of the bowl. Can he get a shot? Rounds out. Near, very near. And he's stopped by that house. Now, can he get a shot? I don't think he can get a shot over the house into the T-3485M, but he can hit him on the front. And that's 66 hit points. The KV-2 is coming up the hill, and that T-3485M is about to get a very nasty shock. A 152mm shock. Yes, there you go. He's out the game. The KV-2 just derped him. Well, the KV-2 is taking fire from someone. And I think it's that ARL V39. So, Mighty Dwarf's dialing in. Lining him up. Getting ready for a hit. This should take him out the game. And yes! 4 kills. There's only 5 enemies left. Oh, next target's the KV-1S. He's the AFK. He's already been farmed by some of our teammates, so we might as well finish him off. There's only 4 enemies left. You can just keep piling these rounds in. Next round that hits that KV-1S is going to kill him. Oh, he's moving! He just came to life at the last moment, and an Su-85 finished him off with a shot to his rear. So there's only 3 enemies left. 2 tank destroyers and a Fifi. And the tank destroyers are an Su-100, which we're seeing now being attacked, and an Archer 1. Now, what a shot on the move from a Bishop at long range with an aim shot, and he took out that tank. So that's 5 kills now. 1 more, he's got a Top Gun. Only needs 1 more. The Archer will be a nice target. There's the Archer. Dial in. Get it right. Oh, the Archer goes down to the M10 RBFM. That just leaves the Fifi. Okay, Fifi's been seen. He's dialing in. And that's a kill, and a Top Gun wins the game. Excellent. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was the first class tanker for the Mighty Dwarf, 36 in the Bishop. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He actually managed to get 13. Oh, was it 13? Yes, it is 13. And he got a Top Gun, a Battle Hero medal for getting at least 6 kills. He did get 6 exactly, and his win 8 for the game was 3,154, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that actually went to the Fifi on the enemy team, 1,741, but he was completely surrounded. He had nothing left to give. Well, he couldn't fight all the tanks all at once, and of course he certainly couldn't hit Mighty Dwarf because he was in a Bishop out of sight of the Fifi, and so yes, he got taken out of the game. 1,741 to him, and 1,156 to the Jackson, and 1,124 to the M10 RBFM. And then it's Mighty Dwarf with 1,065 hit points, and he's the last player who managed to get over 1,000 hit points in damage. When it came to kills though, he was the highest. He managed to get 6 kills, and the next highest only managed to get 2 each. When it came to base XP, he was in 2nd place. The M10 RBFM got 833, and Mighty Dwarf managed to get 679 out of that one. He fired 14 rounds, got 8 direct hits and 3 penetrations, 8 splash. Damage of 1,065 hit points, of which 999 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6, and on a free player count he earned 15,934 credits, and after ammunition resupply took away 12,434 credits. He got 1 bond out of that battle for the Top Gun, and 679 base XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all the experience points he took away. But he's certainly very good in the Bishop. He really enjoyed this Arty, and in fact I know a lot of players do, because it's just so OP when you can dial in on a target and keep smacking it, just like the Fifi does, again and again and again. It does take a bit of skill to play, because of course you have to get very close to the enemy, but Mighty Dwarf seems to have that down, and he's doing very nicely in it. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.